Okay, obviously it was a great ball game. Thought our guys played their hearts out, competed, did what we needed to do, put ourselves in position to win the game. Unfortunately, there in the second half, we knew Kansas would make a run, and they did. Just some plays didn't go our way, some bang-bang plays didn't go our way, and they were give Kansas credit. They made plays, made free throws, and give them a chance to win the game.
All right, we'll take questions for our student athletes first.
Marcus, can you, obviously without a timeout, I know you don't have a chance to plan anything in the last 8 seconds, but can you kind of take us through what happened there and not being able to get it, nobody being able to get a shot up?
We didn't execute what we talked about. We ended up not being able to get a shot up with 8 seconds left, coming out of the timeout, out of the free throw situation.
What do you guys, for Kim or as seniors, what do you guys say to Michael? I mean, obviously everyone's taking part. Did you guys say anything in the locker room that you can share?
Just tell him to keep his head up, continue to play. I mean, this game was a really important game for us, and it hurts, but we got a lot of basketball left, and our best basketball is yet to be played.
Guys, can you kind of, anyone can take it, walk through that second half and what Kansas did effectively on the offensive end to get back in the game and get stops on you guys there to keep chipping away?
Well, they shot 33 free throws. A lot of those came in the second half, and when you living at the free throw line, you scoring while the clock is stopped. It's easy to chip a lead away when you're scoring that way, and that's what Kansas did, and they made the free throws when they needed them.
Kim, can you explain the stretch where you guys went about 6 minutes without a field goal?
We didn't make shots that we had been making for the duration of the rest of the game. And those stretches happen in games, but you really want to get stops to kind of stop the bleeding a little bit. But they made plays down the stretch, and we had the game in our hands. Just like they apparently had the game in their hands in Columbia, we had the game in our hands. We gave them a gift.
Ricardo, did you expect them to attack the basket more aggressively the second half, trying to get the ball to Thomas and draw fouls and get to the line like they did?
Yeah, definitely. That's what Coach preached at halftime. I mean, he's their best player. He's a pro, so their coach made a good call. Just took advantage of it.
Marcus, was this the most intense game that you ever played in, maybe including the one at Columbia against these guys, just because it was on the road?
Yeah, you could say that. I mean, just the fact that this one went overtime. I mean, every play is so big, and we had ample opportunities to close this game, and we just couldn't do it.
Kim, what do you do to make sure that you guys can get past them? Obviously, you have lost games before, but this one clearly, the atmosphere, the emotion, all that stuff. How do you make sure on Sunday or Monday you guys can don't have this effect moving forward?
We won't. Atmosphere had nothing to do with it. It was a game we lost, a game we fought very hard to win, but this loss, again, doesn't define our season. It's a loss that we really wanted. We really, really wanted to win the league, but we came out and competed. We fought hard. We just weren't fortunate enough to come out with the win. This isn't football. Like, we're not out of the national championship runnings with a regular season loss. We'll learn from this and watch film tomorrow or Monday and fix what we need to do down the stretch to finish games and grow. We grew today from the Kansas State game, and that was just another step in our growth to get to where we want to be.
In what ways do you feel like this team grew today?
Because we came out and performed a lot better than we did against Kansas State. So we grew from our last performance.
And do you want to see Kansas in the Big 12 tournament? Would it almost go empty if you didn't play them?
I mean, I don't care if we play Fort Hays State to win the Big 12. You want to win the Big 12 tournament. That's I mean, we want to win 3 games and win the Big 12 tournament. I don't care who we play.
more for the guys, we'll let them know if not.
Kim, if this is the last game these two schools play, how should this rivalry be remembered?
Players on the court play their hearts out. Let the fans have fun. I mean, I don't care. We played our hearts out. They played their hearts out. They won the game. We have no control over the prior 100 and whatever years. We have control over these past 4 seasons. Players played their hearts out. Their players played their hearts out. Our coaches gave it their all. I don't care how you remember it.
Marcus, when you guys build a 19-point lead or 18-point lead in Lawrence, is that, I mean, did we see at least for a little bit as well as you guys can play? Were you guys playing at your peak as high as you played all year for a little bit there?
We did some things well. Like you said, we built the lead, and Kansas is a good team. We knew that they would come out with a better effort, and we just wanted to win the second half, and couldn't do it.
Marcus, at this point in the season, are you guys still learning how well you can do certain things, what's working, what doesn't work as well?
I mean, you do that throughout the season. I mean, we 29 games in. We understand what we can do well. And, I mean, it's 29 games in, so we have intelligent ball players. We understand that.
Marcus, you just got the last play of regulation on the field.
Phil got in the lane. We know that we're on the road. We probably wouldn't get a call, so we just was trying to get a clean look at the basket. And I thought that Phil might have been getting bumped into the lane, and Thomas came and he got a block to send it in overtime.
Kim, why do you think your team didn't get that shot off at the last play of overtime?
It was first question Marcus answered. We didn't execute what we drew up.
All right, we'll let the guys go. We'll take questions from Coach Haith. Come back this way.
Thanks, guys.
When did you come up with the zone that you're playing? It seemed like Kansas had a hard time adjusting to it.
It's something we've done at Miami. I spent some time with Coach Patino talking about zone. And we haven't run it a whole lot this year, but it was good for us tonight. It really was.
Frank, what did your team show you, not only building a 19-point lead, but once the game went to overtime to come back and, I mean, still be in position?
Yeah, these guys played their hearts out. We left it on the court. You can't fault anything. I read everything. We weren't supposed to be in the game. We weren't supposed to be in the game today. These guys came out and competed.
Frank, based on what Marcus said about not expecting a call on the road, was that the play you wanted to?
No, it was a handoff ball screen. Marcus was supposed to get the ball. We just didn't get him the ball.
And Frank, there at the end, what did you guys draw up for the free throws? What were you trying to run on that last position overtime?
That's what I just said. Handoff ball screen.
I thought he was talking about the last one.
I was talking about Phil's play in regulation.
Oh, regulation. It was a pick and roll option. I mean, Phil probably got hit there. I don't know. I mean, just, I think he got off balance after he got in the lane, but it was our pick and roll stuff. And he was just playing off of that.
Did you think for a while there you guys were playing at your peak, the highest you've seen this team play?
Well, we've played pretty good all year. I mean, this team has been pretty resilient. We played very. Kansas was playing well. I thought our defense was good in the first half, and I thought our guys executed. When you look at the numbers, we made 2 more field goals than they did. We out rebound them. I mean, we played pretty well tonight. There's no question about that.
It was said this week by some of the conference commissioners that the postseason tournament makes basketball regular season games irrelevant. This didn't feel very irrelevant today.
Well, no, there's a lot about this game. It meant a lot for both schools and both teams. Maybe the last time we play, I think that'd be sad if you saw the atmosphere out here today and the atmosphere in our place. I mean, it would be sad if we don't play. I mean, it's just I just don't understand it, and hopefully we can get to it and we can continue to play. I think it's too good of a game, too good of a rivalry for that to play.
Is the disappointment deeper because of the non-basketball stuff, because of that?
I mean, all I do is coach basketball, so I'm not trying to be smart, but I'm worried about the game.
When you guys went through that stretch of not being able to score in the second half, do you think your team started settling for shots that were kind of out of rhythm?
We took some quick shots in that stretch. I think we took a couple of contested threes, and we didn't have to. All we had to do was continue to run offense, and I thought our execution was outstanding. And we got, Phil got in foul trouble. He had to sit for a little bit during that stretch. And when he's off the floor, it hurts us a little bit running offense. So we had a lot of guys in foul trouble, and that made us not be as aggressive as we needed to be.
Frank, Kim talked about wanting to grow from this and learn from this. What do you hope the guys take from this that helps you going into March?
Well, this is a high-level game. Kansas is one of the best teams in the country. We came in here and competed and went down to the wire. Thought we had every chance to win the game and probably should have won the game, as Kansas probably felt they should have won the game over our place.
Frank, once again, you hold with you almost a non-factor. What is it? What have you figured out about that guy? Why is it he's?
Well, he and Thomas out there together, it's a tough matchup to guard us, with our 4 guards. It is. And when we're on our game and we're making shots and we're cutting, which we were tonight, we were on our game, it's just tough to play those 2 guys together, I'm sure. But we did a nice job with him early in keeping him off the paint, off the rebounds, because he's a good rebounder, and we wanted to move him away from the basket because he's a great shot blocker. So that was our whole game plan.
On the play that Tyson got fouled at the end, do you think you guys maybe just let up just a second after he scored there and he just took the ball, maybe had a little bit of advantage because he just immediately reacted?
I don't know. He just put the ball on us. I mean, he put the ball on us real fast. I thought we were getting back in defense, and the play I really want to see is the play in regulation. I think that Robinson got the and one. I want to see what happened on that foul.
Does this game show why the confidence comes through Lawrence every year?
Say, excuse me? I've only been here 1 year, so, I don't know. They're a great team. They won conference championships here, 7 out of 8 or 8 out of 7. I think Kimmy did say that, make that statement, and, Bill's done a hell of a job, boy, because that's hard to do. What he's done here is pretty amazing, and I have a lot of respect for what he's done here, no question about it.
This is the first time this season you guys have lost back-to-back games. How do you expect your team to respond for this final week of the regular season?
Well, we got to respond. We got to get ready. We got a home game, a really important game, because you talk about this senior class has won so many games. It meant so much to the University of Missouri, and that game is coming up on Wednesday. It's going to be a special night for these young men, and we've got to get ourselves back. But they have no reason to hang their heads today. We came out and played our butts off today.
Is it fair on Flip's play at the end of regulation to say, well, you're not going to get that call because the replay showed that he got, pretty much mugged?
Who's that?
Flip on the last play of regulation.
Oh, you got mugged?
Well, there was a lot of contact there.
It was a lot of contact. Well, hey, man, that's what I said. Some of the bounces don't go your way, Yeah, it doesn't go your way. But it is what it is.
Take one more for Coach.
How did you express your displeasure with that last call to the referee?
Well, I was just hopeful that we could get, the same contact called on both ends. If there's going to be no call, then it should be no call on the other end. That's the only thing I had the conversation with the officials about. And, contact is part of the game. If you're going to let plays go, then you got to let them go on both ends.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.